Stay with me. You ain't gotta go. You can with me. We can hang. Stay friendly. We could do the beach. We could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The Niners in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Purdy looking to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Jacobs going to try the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
He pushed it. Something looked off with the snap, and he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd.
Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st down, it's Genty. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He tosses out wide, complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 4.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think, Gregory?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Watkins diving, he's got it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness.
Concrete.
That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push it back to the 34.
Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
18, what's up? Yellow. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Yellow. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearson from 8 yards out. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Niners 14, Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by Tucker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 on the play.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Back to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 65 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
14.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
And the Raiders have got him.
Quiddy Pay.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Purdy from the gun.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do.
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Raiders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back right of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
The tight end in motion right. On the give, Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Genty is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, nice move.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That's complete to Pearsall.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They've got his man complete. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jordan Watkins from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They'll come up first and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the
coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Pass to Bowers once again. Gosh, given the time, the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back to throw.
Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shifts past him. Room to run at the 50. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.